Welcome back, guys, welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time here, then nice to see you. I'm Motorcycle Moth, and just to let you know what we're doing, we are about to put some bar-end mirrors on the Monster, because today is a bit of a wet and dreary day in the southwest of England, so that just means a day in the garage. And what the blanket bolts have just came in the post, so finally we can actually get them on the bike. So I'll just start things off. This is how they arrive in the box. Really nice presentation, nice and clear, from Rizoma. So these are the Spy-R 57 mirrors, the bar-end mirrors. The reason I went for the 57, because I just wanted to be nice and small without being too noticeable on the bike, because the size up is quite a big jump, and it just kind of looked like almost like elephant ears on the side of the bike. So I went for the smaller ones, and to be honest, the field of view that you'll get from these mirrors isn't going to be too much different from the stock ones, because, well, for me anyway, I tend to find is that I see a lot of my elbows in the mirror, so it's not going to change that too much. On top of that, we also had to buy the adapter that goes with it as well, so keep a note out. Obviously, if you're putting this on your own bike, if it's not a Ducati Monster 1200, it might be a different adapter. It comes with two different sizes. What we're going to use is a smaller one out of the two, so that will fit in there, and that will just replace the stock bar ends. On top of that as well, just to make note is the fact is we had to get some blanking bolts, so I went for some CNC racing ones, and just remember they are obviously on reverse thread, so there's a left hand thread and a right hand thread, and that's why they've came separately there, so you can't just fling any old bolt onto it, so you do need to get the two separate ones. For this, you will need a 6mm, a 5mm and a 3mm Allen key. That's all you're going to need. It should be just mega simple. You shouldn't need anything bigger than that or anything more powerful, and a bit of thread lock. So out of the box, that's how the mirror looks. It's got a nice finish on it. It's lovely, and same with the arm bit as well. They're really nice, solid metal. I mean, that's not that's not plastic. That is proper solid metal. Looks lovely. The one bit I am a wee bit disappointed about, which is the actual bar-end cap here as well, is plastic. Kind of has a bit of a cheapy feel to it, but it does look okay, so it's not the end of the world, and it might just be a wee bit to do with, obviously, because this is heavy. You don't really want any heavy bit on here as well, but it's the only thing that has kind of disappointed me a wee bit about them. I would like that to be metal as well, but yeah, it is what it is. The mirror itself is lovely and clear, slightly tinted, so it's got a blue tint to it. So obviously if anyone's sitting behind you with the lights on, you shouldn't be getting too blinded, and it's also concaved as well, so it will open up that field of view. The big thing I liked about these was the fact is obviously they are very adjustable, which I did struggle to find online, was this bit here. I thought it definitely twists, but let's say you can actually angle it in and out, so if you're filtering you can fold your mirrors in, and it means you can put the mirrors in many different orientations that you want on the bike. The adapter here, where when you take the stock one off, this will be the one that's going in, so you will get to use the bigger bolt that's in there, and essentially what it is, it's just got like 4 forks on there, and when you go to tighten it up, it just spreads them out and it just holds them on there by friction, but that's the way the bar ends are anyway, by another friction device, so it's not going to be any different, so that should be all good. So let's jump to the bike and let's start taking bits off. I just want to apologise, guys, I seem to lose the audio in this clip here. I just want to say that you need to remember these bolts are held on with a reverse thread, so if you're sitting on the bike on the right hand side, it would turn in the way, so it would turn into the centre of the bike, which would be a right hand side, and the left would be turn into the bike as well, so that would be the left hand thread. Also just need to be aware that the fluid in the reservoirs are obviously is corrosive to the paint, so just try and be careful you don't actually get any of that on the paint, or it will strip the paint off the bike. But yeah, just want to throw that in there. So what we're going to do now is put the blanking bolts on. So these are the M8s, CNC racing ones. So what you need for this is a 3mm Allen key and a bit of thread lock. And this is the right hand thread one, so it's going to go, as you look at the bike, it's going to be the right hand side. Just what I quickly mentioned, I forgot to mention earlier on, was that if you want to make it so the mirror can actually swivel in and out. So if you're filtering, you need to fold your mirror in. This bit here, the bolt for it is actually right inside. So you need to take it out of the bar end part and loosen that off, and then that means you can then turn this bit. So if you need to filter, fold your mirrors in, and then when you're out, fold them back out. So that's just in there. I just want to point it out to you before we put them on the bike. So we're just going to take the stock bar end off at the moment. So let's just get this. So this is going to be a 5mm Allen key. So as easy as that, and it just slides. And as you can see, that was just a friction device as well, where they just separated to hold on to the inside there. So we'll quickly just give that a quick clean out, and then we'll set up our mirror, see where we want it to sit. So we're now going to put the mirror on. I'm going to have the mirror, I think, forward and slightly down at an angle. That seems to be the best when I've tested on the bike, to sort of see which gets the best sort of view and also the looks that I want. So I put the big bolt on with the smaller adapter, and that's on there. I'm going to put a bit of Loctite in there, again, just so it doesn't vibrate loose. And that's just going to slide in, and then we'll tighten it up. And that's how it's essentially going to look on the bike. Hopefully nice and neat, and then we'll slide the actual the grip up so it's nice and flush, and it will look all nice and neat and done. So let's get on with it. The mirror to be at, and I think I'm quite happy with that. I like the way it looks, and when I've been sitting on the bike, I can see clearly past me. So let's get that on there. That's brilliant. I think that looks perfect. That's just where I want it. And then what I'll do is I'll slide the grip just so it's sitting up nice and flush with it. There we go. And that looks a lot better than the stock ones. It's looking good. And like I say, as I'm filtering, if I need to, I can just push it down out of the way. Or if I don't like it there, also I can adjust the angle if I want it fully up, twist it in. So once I get them on there, I'll fully adjust that to where I want it. But at the moment, I'm happy with that. It's looking good. Let's do the other side now. So let's get this one off. Lovely. So I'll quickly finish off this video saying I've had these mirrors on the bike for about a week now, and I have to say they've been great, even though they are smaller mirrors than what was originally on there, but because I'm not seeing my elbow all the time and I can actually see behind me, they've been brilliant. Even in dim light, they have been really good as well. Even with that tint on there, they've done really well, and also the fact I can still see like emergency vehicles behind me, no problem. So I have to admit, I love them. Been filtering with them, so I just fold them down when I filter, and yeah, they're great. So I think that'll wrap up for this time, and I'll see you next time, guys.